It started subtly, something you wouldn't even notice unless you were really paying attention. I've always been a creature of habit. Same walk, same park, same bench every evening to watch the sunset. For years the sun dipped below the horizon at almost the same time during this part of the season. But then, about a month ago, I felt it. A slight chill, a premature darkness. I checked my watch. The sun was gone a full minute earlier than the day before. I brushed it off. A fluke, maybe a weird atmospheric thing. But the next day it happened again, 1 minute earlier. And the day after that. And the day after that. I started keeping a log. Every single day, like clockwork, we lost a minute of daylight. I tried telling my friends, my co-workers. They just laughed. "Getting poetic in your old age?" one of them joked. "Maybe your watch is just slow," another suggested, patting me on the back. No one listened. They were all too busy, glued to their screens, lost in their own worlds. How could nobody else see it? The sky was getting darker, faster. Then the animals started acting up. It began with the birds. Usually they'd chirp their evening songs as the sky turned orange and purple. Now their chirps turned into frantic, panicked squawks. They'd dart through the sky in disorganized swarms just before dusk, crashing into windows, into each other. It was unsettling. Then came the dogs in the neighborhood. As soon as that premature twilight hit, they would start barking, a chorus of aggressive, guttural sounds that didn't stop until full dark. I saw my neighbor's gentle golden retriever snarl and snap at its owner, something I'd never seen before. People started keeping their pets inside after 4 p.m. They put it down to a weird seasonal bug, a new virus. They explained it away, just like they explained away the darkness. Soon it wasn't just pets. I'd see raccoons in broad daylight, their eyes wide and crazed. Deer, usually so timid, would stand in the middle of the road, staring down cars with an unnerving stillness. The woods behind my house, once a place of peace, became a source of terror. The moment the sun set, which was now happening in the late afternoon, an awful symphony of shrieks and howls would erupt from the trees. It sounded like a war zone. No one went near the woods anymore. The world was shrinking, our safe, sunlit hours dwindling away, and the encroaching darkness felt. Hungry. The fear was a physical thing now. The sun was setting just after lunch. The workday was a frantic rush to get everything done before the world outside turned hostile. Street lights flickered on at 2 p.m. A permanent citywide curfew was declared. Everyone had to be indoors by 3 p.m. The news channels, which had once ignored the sunset anomaly, now ran 24/7 coverage. Scientists offered theories, axial tilt shifts, solar flares, gravitational pulls from an unknown celestial body. But they had no real answers. Their confusion was almost more terrifying than the darkness itself. The social fabric began to fray. People became suspicious, irritable. The constant looming threat of an early night put everyone on edge. Neighborhood watch groups turned into paranoid militias. A friendly wave was met with a suspicious glare. We were all trapped in our homes for longer and longer each day, listening to the chaos outside, wondering how much more light we would lose. I would stand by my window, my logbook in hand, and watch the sliver of sun disappear. My lonely observation had become a global countdown to a terrifying, unknown event. I wasn't crazy. I was just the first to see the end coming. Then the power grids started failing. The strain of running city lights for 20 hours a day was too much. Blackouts rolled through entire states. In the pitch black, the sounds from outside were magnified. The scratching at the door, the howling that seemed to come from right under your window. People started boarding up their homes, not just to keep the animals out, but to keep other people out. Fear is the ultimate corrosive agent. It eats away at everything: trust, community, hope. We were becoming as feral as the creatures in the dark, and then, one day, the countdown stopped. I woke up, looked at the clock. 6 a.m., pitch black outside. 7 a.m., still black. 8 a.m., nothing. Noon, complete and utter darkness. An unnatural silence fell over the world. The panicked animal sounds were gone. The frantic news reports were gone. There was just nothing. An endless, silent, starless night. We had lost our last minute of sun, and it wasn't coming back. The first day was the worst. The collective global realization that the sun was gone for good. Panic was an understatement. It was a primal scream that echoed across every phone line, every internet forum, before those two, one by one, went silent. The power failed for the last time. We were plunged into a prehistoric darkness, armed only with flashlights and whatever canned food we had in our pantries. The silence was the most terrifying part. After days of animalistic rage, the sudden quiet was profoundly wrong. Where did they all go? I've been in my house for I don't know how long. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. My watch is useless. My logbook is a relic of a world that no longer exists. Sometimes I hear things, a soft tapping on the roof, a whisper that sounds like it's coming from inside my own walls. I don't know if it is real or if my mind is just breaking from the isolation and the endless, crushing dark. I am completely and utterly alone. Or at least I hope I am, because whatever the animals were running from, whatever they were so terrified of in the twilight, it's not afraid of the dark, and now the dark is all there is. I was the one who saw it coming, and now I'm the one left to wonder what comes next, in a world where the sun never rises again. Thanks for listening. If you're watching this, maybe there's still a light on somewhere. Don't forget to follow for more stories from the dark.